Welcome to the exercise classroom, anatomical, biomechanical and practical exercise education. Today's lesson, the squat. Introduction. The squat is a compound lower body exercise that involves simultaneous movement at the hip, knee, and ankle joints. It's a cornerstone of strength training, revered for its total body involvement and powerful carryover to functional and athletic movement. Often referred to as the king of exercises, the squat is foundational in both powerlifting and general fitness routines. It can be performed with various tools, barbell, dumbbell, machine, but is classically done with a barbell on the upper back squat. Body contour benefits. The squat develops the thighs, hips, and glutes, leading to muscular growth and tone in the quadriceps, hamstrings, and gluteal muscles. It also supports posture and core strength, contributing to a balanced physique and functional power. The movement. Joint action. The squat involves simultaneous triple flexion and extension at the hips, knees, and ankles. During the lowering, eccentric phase, the hip joints flex, knees bend, and ankles dorsiflex as the body descends. In the upward, concentric phase, hip extension, knee extension, and ankle plantar flexion work together to return the body to a standing position. Functional benefits. The squat builds strength for everyday activities like standing, lifting, jumping, and climbing. It's highly applicable in sports performance, mobility, and injury prevention through strengthening large muscle groups and stabilizers. Exercise execution. Stand with feet shoulder width apart. Barbell rests across the upper back, trapezius, elbows under the bar, chest lifted, and core engaged. Inhale and descend by bending hips and knees simultaneously, keeping the chest upright and knees tracking over toes. Continue until thighs are parallel to the floor or lower, depending on flexibility and control. Exhale and push through the heels to return to a standing position, extending hips and knees. Do not lock out knees at the top. Proper technique. Maintain a neutral spine, avoid knee collapse, and engage the core throughout. Depth can vary by individual mobility, but ideal form reaches at least parallel. Full range requires strong hip and ankle flexibility. The most common mistake during the squat is letting the knees cave inward, which strains the knees and reduces force efficiency. This usually stems from weak glutes or poor control. To avoid it, ensure knees track over the toes, keep heels grounded, and engage the core and glutes throughout the movement. Muscle mechanics. During the squat, an eccentric contraction occurs as you descend, allowing the muscles to lengthen under tension while controlling the movement downward. As you rise back up, a concentric contraction takes place, with the muscles shortening to generate force and lift the body. Muscle activation is concentrated at the hip and knee joints, engaging the glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings, while the ankles and spinal stabilizers provide secondary support to maintain balance and posture. Primary movers. The primary movers in the squat are the quadriceps femoris, responsible for knee extension, and the gluteus maximus, which powers hip extension. These muscles generate the majority of force during both the upward and downward phases of the movement. Other muscle roles. The hamstrings act as the antagonists, opposing the quadriceps by controlling knee flexion during the descent and assisting in hip extension. The adductor magnus, gluteus medius, and soleus serve as synergists, aiding the primary movers by supporting hip extension, pelvis stabilization, and ankle control. The erector spinae, rectus abdominis, transverse abdominis, and obliques function as stabilizers, bracing the spine and core to maintain posture and prevent trunk collapse during the movement. Biomechanical considerations. Stance width. Shoulder width or slightly wider allows optimal joint alignment. Foot position. Toes slightly turned out, 5 to 30 degrees. Accommodates hip anatomy. Knee tracking. Knees must follow the line of the toes to avoid stress. Bar path. Should travel in a vertical line over the midfoot. Training effectiveness and optimization. Controlled tempo. Slow descent with an explosive upward phase improves strength and control. Full ROM. Greater depth leads to better glute and quad development. Core bracing. Increases spinal stability and power output. Breathing technique. Inhale before descent. Exhale forcefully during ascent. Safety and injury prevention. Warm-up include dynamic lower body drills, for example, bodyweight squats, hip openers, progressive loading. Gradually increase bar weight to avoid overtraining. Knee and back care. Maintain spinal alignment and avoid valgus knee collapse. Use spotter or rack safety pins, essential for heavy sets to catch failed lifts. Variations and alternatives. Front squat. Emphasizes quads and core with upright torso. Hack squat machine. Guided path reduces need for balance and stability. Goblet squat. Ideal for beginners to learn form with a dumbbell. Bulgarian split squat. Isolates one leg, excellent for balance and glute development. Mastering the squat builds foundational strength, improves posture, and reinforces efficient movement mechanics that carry over into daily life and athletic performance.